What up, New Mex? You're on the Make You Famous podcast, the only podcast representing for all New Mexican artists. On this episode, we'll be spotlighting Skott Larocc from Alamogordo, New Mexico, hosted by Frank Easy.
Frank Easy here, you guys, with our special guest, Skott Larocc.
What it is, world, it's your boy Skott Larocc, aka Skott OG, smoking that OG by the OZ, but it act like y'all know me.
We're here at the Underground in Alamogordo, New Mexico. And Skott, thank you for joining us. I got you this gift from all of us at Make You Famous, New Mexico. Tequila Lay. It's really good. It's one of my favorites.
So you tried this before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Got me a lucky few times. So what part of New Mexico do you represent?
Alamogordo, New Mexico, the Gooch, land of entrapment.
So why the name Skott Larocc?
Everybody calls me Skott and Skott Larocc. Like, if you're familiar with like KRS-One, is DJ Skott Larocc and whatever. So, it just kind of made sense and it sticks. Like, everybody knows me by Skott, so Skott Larocc kind of just, like I said, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So you got any routines before entering the booth?
Nothing too intricate. You know what I mean? Basically come up with the song as far as like the concept, the beat, the cadence, and all that other stuff, and then we just breaking down, rolling up, and getting to it.
You've been doing music for how long?
I started singing in the choir when I was like 6, so then I moved on to like recording and doing like rap and hip hop, you would call it, I guess, like around like middle school, so like 12, 13. Like basically because like I wanted to be better than my brother, like my older brother, because he thought he was a rapper, he was writing and everything like that, and it just, you know, it just went from that.
You've done a few shows. What's that like for you?
It's definitely fun. Like it's just like when you get on stage, you want to see how people react to your music, how it makes them feel, and just the vibe. So whether I'm performing in front of 2 people, 200 people, 2,000 people, whatever, like I just want to be on stage, and it's fun. Like it's a rush. Like it's cool. I mean, you should try it someday, man. It's fun because it's like you spend that time like making a song and everything like that, and then you actually get to see people's unbiased opinion of it. Like, you don't really, these people weren't in the studio with you when you made the song, so it's not like they had, I've already heard this song before, unless it's really like out there like that. But it's like they give, you know what I'm saying, you the opportunity to really see like how your music, like how people react to your music, you know what I'm saying, and performing it.
Name one person that you'd actually like to work with. Like,
one person, I wouldn't necessarily say I could name one person. I would definitely say, if I had to pick one person, J. Cole would be at the top of that list.
Good choice.
Yeah.
It kind of goes with your style, too. Name one person you'd like to meet. Just anybody in general. Like,
I want to meet Dame Dash, huh? And everybody's like, oh, why we don't, like, Dame Dash, like, bruh, him and Jay-Z started Rockefeller from, like, ground up, man. And it's, like, you see where Dame's at, you see where Jay's at with Rock Nation and all that. They obviously went separate ways, but, like, when they started this shit out, like, it was, like, they were, you know what I'm saying, like, unstoppable. Like, you made, you know what I'm saying, you made that from nothing. People don't really like him, but I like him, though. He was cool.
Yeah. What do you consider your top song?
My top song?
Yeah.
My best song, in my opinion, to date would be Beautiful, which I'm going to put out on all platforms real soon. Shout out to Fat Crates Studios in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Draven produced the beat, and it's just a dope song, bro. Like, that's a song that I definitely feel like to date is my best song.
You working on any new projects?
I'm working on a lot of different stuff. I'm working on this bottle right now. Well, I'm working on my own project, Smoking That OG by the OZ, which is my first official project. And that's going to be under Hustle and Dream. And then I'm working on Cutterville, which is going to be a project from K Cutter. That's my first artist off Hustle and Dream. So those projects. And then my next solo project would be Dope Soul, which is pretty much done already. So as far as my own projects, you got Smoking That OG by the OZ, Dope Soul, and Hustling a Dream. So
you got a lot coming up then, huh? Yeah. So what's the furthest you've traveled for a concert?
Albuquerque, El Paso, so far. So.
All right. So you got any hobbies going on?
I got a lot of hobbies actually. I play drums. I can draw.
Seeing some of your artwork that you've done, like for some of your what do you call it? Album cover, I think.
Yeah, for my I've done like the pictures I've posted like on my social media and stuff is just like a lot of pictures I've just been playing around with. Some of them for like shows that I got, just promoting them and just promoting the project I got, Smoking the OG by the OZ, and just playing around with pictures and just because I want to get into to graphic design and stuff like that. So it's just practicing and playing around with pictures and just having fun with it, basically.
So do you make your own beats?
Not yet, man. I definitely need to make my own beats because, man, all the producers that I got, as far as they make beats for me, I love all of them. But it's like, it's a lot to get beats, man. And I mean that in the sense of like, you gotta to sometimes construct a beat with the producer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta pick through a whole catalog of beats that he got, and it's a whole process, bro. Like, and me, I'm definitely about cutting out the middleman and just being self-sufficient. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely making my own beats and being like sufficient in that part. Like that's definitely the next step. So, working on that.
All right. What do you consider hard for your process in your music?
The only hard thing is actually putting it out and figuring out how to put it out the right way. That would be the only thing I'd say as far as anything hard, as far as my process of making my music. That's the only thing that's hard.
Do you write your own music?
Yeah, I write all my music. I've written songs for different people. I don't really necessarily write my music because it bothers me to write something down or read it and record it. But I mean, as far as mentally writing it, I guess you would say, I write a lot of different songs. I'm starting to write it down now so that I have proof that, okay, this is my song. But other than my sister telling me I should write my stuff down, like I don't really write it down, but I have a lot of songs in my head. So, I mean, I got a whole catalog of different songs. So,
So what inspired you to do your music?
What started me to do my music? My family, like they do a whole lot of music, bro. Like my mom, she used to sing. She still sings or whatever. My dad had vinyls like anybody you could think of, from like Earth, Wind and Fire, Frankie Beverly Mays, like Stevie Wonder, Otis Redding, like all type of different music, like jazz and soul music, like B.B. King, stuff like that. So I grew up around music basically, bro. Like, and it stuck.
Mm-hmm. So, what fuels your fire to make music, even though it gets like difficult at times? Like, what makes you keep going?
My kids is basically like what makes me want to do music, because my oldest daughter, like, she loves to do music. Like my son, he loved to dance. They all love to dance. Like, they all love music in some way, somehow, whatever. So, like, they look at me and they're like, okay, my daddy got this song and that's his song, whatever, whatever. And like my baby, like Kaya, she knows like my song Beautiful, like, and it's cool. Like, they want to do music in some kind of way. Like, they like dancing, they like singing and everything like that. So, I want to be able to sign my own kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? I want to do stuff like that, man. And it's fun, man. Like, it's definitely the goal, you know what I mean, the end game.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in a few years with your music, exactly?
I'll definitely be still doing music here in the next couple of years. I mean, I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off, man. Like, I got people's attention now, so, I mean, I'm going to take it and run with it. And if people still rocking with me a couple of years from now, then I'm going to rock with it. And even if not, I'm still rocking with it. So we're just going to see what happens.
So we're coming to a close on this, but last question is, do you have any tips or words for any upcoming artists?
The only thing I would say is just bet on yourself, man. Like, don't be sitting up here and, like, bet on yourself and don't have a bunch of yes people around you that's going to tell you, oh, yeah, that's dope. Like, if it sucks, they need to tell you it sucks. If they tell you, you know what I'm saying, they need to give you an unbiased opinion. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Like, and, you know what I'm saying, just because you don't like that song doesn't mean that nobody else is going to like that song. You know what I'm saying? Because there's songs that I've done that I can't stand them songs. Like, they suck to me. But they're like, oh, this song is dope. Like, and it's crazy to me because I hate it. But just don't have a bunch of yes men around you. Bet on yourself and don't put yourself in a box. That's pretty much what I got, man.
All right, do you have any shout outs before?
Hey, that's a long list, man. First off, shout out to K Cutter, my first artist off Hustling the Dream. Shout out my boy Rocker, Dopeville Cartel, X-Ray LSA, Whole Feezy Gang, my little sis Ray Ray, B Paris, Fat Crates, Launchpad, DJ Sana, Philip Israel, Daniel, the whole Launchpad squad over there. My boy Swag, the whole OTW, and my mama, man. I can go on and on and on, but if I didn't mention you, you know what I'm saying, you already know what it is. But just shout out to everybody that rock with me, man, that's with the OG by the OZ movement, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to Underground. And that's where we at with it, man. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully you make the top 10.
Oh, we gonna be
soon.
number one, bro. Like,
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Be sure to like and subscribe. Till next time, I'm Frank Easy. Remember, I'll make you fans.